Hey guys, it's Kylie here, Recreate Women's Fitness with Real Women, Real Stories, episode 12, and I have the pleasure today of interviewing the lovely Jess.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
That's good. Jess, I want you to tell the ladies out there a little bit about you.
So my name is Jess. I'm 36 years old, mum of three. I've got a 5.5-year-old, 3.5, and almost 1-year-old. Yeah. So things are pretty crazy. And I'm a paramedic. So I'm a shift worker.
Shift working paramedic with 3 children under the age of 6.
Yes.
So busy, but still looking amazing and managing to come to the gym on a regular basis.
Yes,
yeah. So this is
absolutely.
what I wanted to talk to Jess about is, her life is really hectic and, what she's achieved is amazing. So, but before that, Jess started in the gym how long ago?
It's about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. And when Jess first came in, it was because she had an injury. So she was working in here with a exercise physiologist here at Recreate, and I think she needed to use the crèche at the time. And talk us through that.
Yeah, so how I ended up here was, so I had a car accident in 2012 and hurt my neck pretty bad. And it was just this vicious cycle that was going on for about 5 years where I kept getting re-injured at work, and it was just a bit of a nightmare. And so I ended up getting referred for a rehab program by the insurer, and they said that that I would have to do some exercise physiology sessions, and for me to choose a gym. And so I looked on Fitness Passport and saw Rekreate and sort of thought, a women's gym, why not? I'd never been to a women's gym before, and I really liked the idea of the crèche as well because I had a young child at that point in time. And so I came here and just did my rehab with my exercise phys, and I just look around and see the classes, and I was really interested. Everyone looked like they were having so much fun. And it was like nothing I'd ever been involved in before. I was sort of used to going to a gym where there's just lots of equipment and you just go and you do your own thing, and
boring.
For
a female, I think it's boring.
Absolutely. And I just looked around and I was just like, man, this looks like so much fun. I can't wait to get involved. And so I done my first class and I was super nervous about it, but everyone made me feel so welcome. You took a little bit of extra time with me and made sure I wasn't making an absolute fool of myself. And I was just hooked from that first class. Absolutely hooked.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But on your travels with us, you ended up having another injury, didn't you? Not here, not through the gym. No. But it was
so I have had a bit of a hiatus in the middle of that 2.5 years. I had about 9 months off. So in my last pregnancy, hurt myself again at work. My work is very
strenuous.
Strenuous, and just an ever-changing environment. Like you don't know what you're walking into. And so I hurt myself pretty bad in the last pregnancy and had to take about 9 months off. So I came back about 4 months postpartum, and again had to do my little exercise program with my exercise phys. But I really started right at the beginning this time around because I was so incapacitated.
Back to basics, really, wasn't it?
Absolute basics. Like I couldn't do a squat without it hurting, and it was a pelvic injury, so it was very debilitating. So.
And this is what's amazing about Jess, and this is what I love. As busy as she has, and young children and working and injuries on top of that. Jess understands the importance of being fit and healthy and being able to manage, her life and everything that's going on in her life. So she worked through a pregnancy and 2 injuries here at Recreate, and now she's back into it. She's working out most days. I know it's an important part of your day.
It is,
And she looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Do you feel good?
I feel unbelievable at the moment. I'm definitely the fittest and strongest I've ever been, and it's such a good feeling. Like there is no better feeling than this.
It's you know, I think I know I've said this to some people before, but the hardest thing is if you've never actually felt that feeling of being fit and being strong, you don't actually know what you're missing out on, and sometimes it is harder for someone who's never been there to understand what that feeling's like. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes when you're a younger child and, you know, maybe you've been overweight all your life and you've not really been that fit and strong sort of person, to fathom what that would feel like is very hard. But, you know, you just have to take those steps forward and be consistent, and then all of a sudden you'll start to feel, you know, what it's like to feel fit and strong and great. So just for you, what would you like to say to any woman out there, you know, if they've had injuries, they've got children, they're doing shift work, what would you like to say?
I think for me, the most important thing that I've now learnt through all of this is just prioritizing, you know, prioritizing coming to the gym and your health and fitness, because it actually has a ripple effect across your entire life. So
I love
it's,
that you said that. It's so true.
Yeah, like I used to be good at, and I think all mums are good at this, at just putting everything and everyone else first. You know, the kids, the housework, this and that, you know. Yeah. And this time around, I put this first.
Great.
So unless there's some sort of sickness, I'm here like 4 to 5 times a week, you know, and that's what we do. And the kids know that we get up and that's what we do. We go to the gym. Yeah.
She's waking up.
Yeah. And it's had, such a positive effect across my entire life. It's good for my health, my fitness, for my mental health, you know,
that's exactly right.
for my job, like in not getting injured again. It's good for the kids, you know, the kids love coming here, like they absolutely love it. And
just you're such a role model for your children. Yeah. And you're a better mum and you function so much better.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Like sometimes in the morning, like it can feel like a marathon getting out of the house, you know, and I just walk in here and I'm like, you know, a bit frazzled kind of thing. And after that workout, the change in your mindset is amazing.
It's like you've got this sense of calm. Yeah. Even though you might have worked out and you're like, whoa, you're just on this high. Yeah. And you just go, right, I'm about to deal with the day.
Exactly.
You know, what are the challenges I've got to face today? And I'm going to deal with that. And you do that so well. And we just love having you here. And we're, you know, so lucky to have you here. And I'm really glad I sat down with you today. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jess.